Hello, Capricorn. Welcome back. I'm going to be doing your 18 plus tarot reading for July 2020. I'm doing them in order by likes. So if you are a subscriber already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up so that you can be first next time. And if you're new here and you make it through it and this is your kind of reading, a lengthy reading with all the wonderful juicy details of a tarot reading, plus 2 sexual tarot decks, plus a sexual oracle deck, plus we're going to see what's going on under the shadows of this, whatever this is. And then at the very end, I wrap it up with 2 different decks of twin flame messages to kind of lighten it up, because sometimes these readings can be a little heavy because they're real and it's the truth. And right away on the bottom of the deck, we have the moon. So you could be dealing with a Pisces. But let's get into this. I had to re-smudge everything, get something to eat. The Pisces reading was a little intense. Interestingly enough, was before this one, where it totally creeped me out. And I needed a break. So the energy here feels a little bit lighter, but we're not really into the reading yet. I don't pull cards. I let the cards come out on their own. So sometimes they just come flying right out and they're ready to talk, and then sometimes it can be, a minute before they come out. Excuse me, I always look forward to the Capricorn reading, especially now because there's so much going on in Capricorn, in the chart of Capricorn right now. And it has been showing up, like the devil has been showing up in a lot of the readings. All right, so now I'm starting to trip up on my words. So somebody here could be not communicating. And I'm starting to get uncomfortable. Okay, let's see what's going on. Oh, also, guys, I am giving away a reading because I don't do readings, personal readings. So if you're interested in that, all that's going to be in the description box. Also, if you're interested in seeing what goes on in my personal life, my Instagram is linked up in the banner. So you can check me out there and follow me there if you want to. First card out. King of Swords, air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You could be dealing with Aquarius. When I see this card, it always makes me think of Aquarius. And we had strong Aquarius in the Pisces reading. This is somebody who's making head over heart decisions. Very logical. Can come off as cold and uncaring, unloving, dead inside. But they have a lot of deep emotions. They just feel more comfortable making decisions based off of what makes sense and not how they feel. All right, now we have a King of Wands. This is the complete opposite energy of this King of Swords. Okay, so you could be a Capricorn who's having to make a decision based off of what makes sense and what feels exciting, passionate, like a risk. It feels more of a risk. This can be Leo. This could be Sag. It has Scorpio on here though, like as in one of the things. I didn't see this one. This one has, looks like it's Cancer, Gemini, Taurus at the top of the wheel above his head. See that? And this one's Sag, Scorpio. But anyway, this could be Sag, Leo, Aries. So you could be trying to make a choice between an air sign or a fire sign. If you're a female, it could be two different men. If it could be a same-sex relationship. It could just be a choice between something that makes more sense versus something that feels more risky. The King of Wands kind of goes after what he wants, and the King of Swords does what like makes sense. One like owns their sexual energy, their power. They're very sexy. They're very attractive. And the other one can kind of seem a little detached and, you know, unemotional. Now we have the Wheel. I'm feeling strongly, Capricorn, that this has to do with a choice between two people. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords, more air energy. This King of Swords is a very like smart, intelligent person. It could be a choice between, if it's a choice between two people, it could be a choice between two people and one of them seems more immature than the other or younger than the other. But I'm feeling strongly like this is a time that like a decision needs to be made. You could just be feeling overall, Capricorn, really like feeling like things are turning in your favor after like a feeling like restricted or stuck, that maybe you have a lot of options or you're just excited because you're having options and it has you in this mood of like feeling good. On this card, on this Knight of Swords, it has Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn. So your sign is showing up there. But let's get into these sexual decks and see what else is going on here. This could be a connection between somebody who's just an air sign and a fire sign, and you two coming together just feels like it's meant to be, like a perfect match, even though you're completely different people. Or somebody is coming in and making you feel excited about life again, and like things are changing. They're changing things by coming in. I'm feeling like somebody's just feeling lucky. Sorry, my stomach is growling. All right, Six of Wands. In this deck, it means touching. Somebody really loves somebody's ass. Somebody loves when people wear like those knee-high, thigh-high, calf-high boots. I'm seeing something about like somebody in a picnic, Somebody could be from another country, foreign. Somebody just can't wait to get their hands on you. They feel like you're very passionate, sexy, attractive, but there's like an innocence here. The color of the hair could be red, or like mine, neon. This person is somebody that you can't keep your hands off of them. Like if you're out in public, like you either touch them a lot or you want to touch them. Like you may not even realize it, that you're just always trying to put your hands on them. Or they love that about you, that like you're very hands-on, you know. And we have the Ace of Wands, which in this deck means union. So I'm feeling like you're coming out of a phase of feeling like things are stagnant and cold towards this more fiery, passionate energy. And I'm feeling like it's a person that you feel like you have a lot of sexual chemistry with. They might spark up all kinds of feelings in you that you're not used to, because you could have been coming from, you know, being in an energy with someone like this, you know, where they're very logical and unemotional, and now you're moving into this energy where there's all this passion and fire and risk, and it feels scary, but there's, you know, bringing up all these emotions in you that you're not used to, like jealousy, anger. Then we have the Fool. In this deck, that means erotic outburst. I'm feeling like this relationship is started because of passion between two people, and it just feels to me like it's so risky. Like it doesn't make sense, or there's some fear there because it just feels like a really risky thing to do. I don't know why, Capricorn, but I feel like somebody feels like they're going out on a limb here for somebody, and it's all because of the passion they feel for this person. Where most people might look into the situation and say to somebody like, wow, that makes no sense. You're an idiot. You're a fool. Like, why would you do that? Because it's not the most, you know, logical thing to do. Like, you really went out on a limb and took a risk about a relationship that you felt really passionate about. And I'm getting risk strongly. I don't know why, because like there's the snake here, you know, in the background, really calling me to pay attention to it. Somebody walked away from a relationship because there's this, you know, the Fool in this picture, he's walking away from a couple in the background. So you could have walked away from, Capricorn, a relationship that made sense to take on to this risky, passionate relationship. Because also I'm noticing in this union card for this Ace of Wands here too, which is a new passionate beginning, there's also two people in the fire, you know, behind this couple who just looks completely, you know, satisfied with each other. It could be somebody who feels like somebody's their twin flame in this connection, or they've met their match, their person, where they just get each other. I'm just getting there's a lot of sex here. There's a lot of sexual attraction, a lot of chemistry. I'm getting strongly that the man in the dynamic is like feeling things he's never felt before, as far as like towards the woman. Like almost like they're acting a way with her that they never acted before, as far as like pursuing or knowing for sure this is what they want. And maybe that felt like a risk for them too, because it's not a normal behavior. both people could feel like they're walking away from something and sacrificing something, and both people could feel like they're taking a risk in this connection. We also have the Seven of Cups here, and in this deck it means an unrealistic idea. All of these people that have come out in this deck here have red hair. Except there is another man depicted. Okay, the man, okay, both these men have ginger hair. She has ginger hair. And then in these two cards, it's a woman with ginger hair and the man has dark hair in each. Okay, that might be significant for some of you as far as like characteristics of the people I'm talking about. I feel like somebody is really moving slowly about like communicating their feelings, or there's just some idea about how someone feels about this relationship that just doesn't seem realistic. Like, how is this going to work? Like, something about it feels like, how are we going to make this work? How are we going to do this? But I feel like there's so much passion there that both people want to try. This may have been a connection in the beginning, like you felt all this passion for this person, but then when you learned more about them, you thought to yourself, like, how's this going to work? But then the sex I'm getting just keeps you together because it's just different. So it makes you want to work it out. But I'm also getting, had that never happened, you probably would have stayed stuck in this King of Swords energy of trying to make sense of it. Doesn't make sense. Trying to make the head over heart decision. But I'm getting, if this hasn't happened yet, when it happens, it's going to change things. An unrealistic idea became, let's figure this out. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it because of this erotic outburst. It could have been a buildup over a long amount of time. Then this happened. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands, okay? And this is nearness. This could be two people coming together on a date, location. There could be distance between the two of you and you want to get closer. This could just be, a partnership where you just want to keep getting closer and closer and closer to somebody. Or you want somebody to let you in because they're in this King of Swords energy. Maybe they just don't share their feelings with you, but there's so much passion when you're together. You know there's feelings because you kind of can't have one without the other. But they don't express their feelings, but you feel them in the passion between the two of you. This could be two people from two completely different backgrounds. I'm noticing again here, this is a woman with ginger hair and the man has dark hair. And he looks like he's been on some kind of a journey or an adventure. I've never noticed that before. And they're like meeting up somewhere. You could be meeting up with someone. And once you see them again, it's just like the sparks are off the chains. Like you're about to set this place on fire. It could feel kind of destructive like that. Underneath that, we have guilt, Five of Cups. Somebody could be feeling guilty about something from the past. But I'm feeling like the risk I'm feeling in all this is just because there's so much emotion and so much passion that it kind of is scary. Because maybe you're more comfortable into this kind of an energy. Like, but there's no escaping this. It's like they don't know what they do to me. You're acting in a way you don't normally act. I'm getting here too that the man in this is more of the dominant in the connection. But I'm also getting that the female is kind of used to being the dominant role in the connection and that she's having to submit. So she's uncomfortable in that position, but willingly or like happy to let this person take that position. So it feels like it's a mirroring almost, because I feel like the masculine is in an energy they're not used to being in, or acting in a way they wouldn't normally act. And the feminine is the same thing. She's acting in a way she wouldn't normally act. Or like if she is the pursuer and she has a strong masculine energy and she goes after what she wants, there's something about her like pulling back and letting him show up. Does that make sense? She wants to be the one pursued, where normally she would be the pursuer. And I feel like the masculine's the same way. Like normally, they're not going to fight or chase anybody. But in this, they're going to be doing the opposite of what they would normally do, whatever that is. That's just the example I'm going to give you guys. You'll know how it fits for you. But let's get into this other sexual tarot deck. Oh man, I got another deck. I left it in the other room. Wasn't meant to be. I'm definitely feeling like there's this yearning of wanting to come together with someone and have a lot of sex. And it feels risky, but somebody just wants to be close to somebody. Because I just feel like that you can feel the energy of like this is like the direction you need to go in, even though it doesn't make sense for you. There's like a pull there. There's something about this person that makes you feel different than you felt before. What else do we have going on for Capricorn? Two of Cups. Right away, I'm noticing, like, what is this in the background? A building, a church, and then I'm like, what is this, an ass, a curtain, a tit? But I'm getting this is exactly what somebody fantasizes about, or dreams about, or daydreams about, or they can't wait to see someone on top of them. Like to watch them on top. This is making me giggle, and I really don't know why. I'm feeling like these are like two very different people. Like he almost can't contain himself, like looking up at her. Like I'm getting that somebody just wants to see somebody's tits, like moving up and down when they're on them or when they're having sex with them. There's something about the chest. But like this guy's face, like he just looks like, I can't believe this is happening. Why is it so funny? It just feels like this is so out of character for somebody. Like, I'm doing it. I'm taking this risk, and I can't believe this is happening. Like, somebody just feels so out of somebody's league. I don't know. You guys will know. Like, he's holding on to those sheets for dear life. I'm just heard that somebody's uncomfortable with like stepping up, or like somebody's kind of forcing somebody to step up. So I'm feeling like this is somebody new. But I do feel like somebody is walking away from somebody from the past. Or has walked away from somebody in the past, but this energy with this Two of Cups to me just feels like it's new for you, as in not somebody who you've been in a relationship with before, okay? You may have known them from a while back, okay? But I'm getting like, if you were together, it wasn't anything like it's about to be. Like, this is, to me, this is like going into like the next level or a new level. Because this all just feels so new and exciting and passionate to me that this can't be like an ex that you're getting back together with. Oh no. Oh. No. Oh my God. How the hell did that happen? This like got underneath the wheel of my chair. And it's like, I will forever know that this is the Eight of Swords now. Sorry, guy, I just ran over your face. And this one. Oh, this came out in the Pisces reading. This creep. You know, he just feels like a peeping Tom. This could be an ex, somebody from the past, creeping in, stalking, watching somebody's social media, somehow keeping tabs on somebody and this new connection that they're having with someone else. Oh, man. We got this Eight of Swords. He's all kinds of mangled. Somebody's sweating this. That's what I'm getting right away. Like, he's sweating it. Somebody may be acting like they're unbothered about something, but they really are. Let me fix this. I feel like I'm looking a little cray-cray. Somebody might be acting like they're like fine with something, but they're not really. I don't know why. I messed everything up. This damn card flying off the thing. So guys, I apologize if the lighting is all messed up now, but I'm feeling with this Five of Cups on the back on the bottom of the deck, this guilt. Somebody here feels some guilt about whatever's going down here. And somebody's paying real close attention, but acting like they're not. You know, he's got like, he's like a creeper. You know, he's covering up his eyes, but he's like, so there is somebody here watching, Capricorn. Somebody here is sweating it, but they're pretending like they're not. They're pretending like they're okay, but they're not. Creeper's gonna creep. I'm getting that somebody here enjoys, like there's no shame in their game. I'm getting like they enjoy keeping tabs. They enjoy, like it's almost like somebody would enjoy knowing that they can disrupt the relationship or cause problems or cause drama or cause issues. And maybe they may be acting like, I don't care, it's whatever, I'm fine, I could care less, what, that kind of energy. But they like the drama, like they like stirring up the energy. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. You have the Star on the bottom of the deck. This could be somebody who is in a position to be watched. But if not, like a star on TV, a famous person, a YouTuber, something like that, somebody is in a position to be watched. I was going to say to be being watched. I just want to say BB now, like the letters BB. But somebody enjoys the drama. Also, somebody might be watching and lying and saying they don't watch, they don't keep tabs. I might have said that already. But they do it because they like enjoy still feeling like they have some sort of It's like if you react, they know you still care. And they want that. They want to see if you're gonna give a shit, or if you're gonna see it and care and do something about it, is what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of like pale skin and dark skin, or really tan skin. I'm getting like polar opposites. Like this female here, like she has a really, really fair white skin, like a ginger would have, you know? Moving on to the sexual oracle deck. In here, every card that comes out will have a sign attached to it for those of you who love to see the signs of the zodiac in a reading for confirmation. I don't know if I said this before, but in this, somebody could have something to do with birds, goats, or rabbits. Somebody may invite you out to go to dinner or something to talk, but really their intentions are to get closer to you and like have sex. I'm getting like they want to get physical with you. That's just like the invitation to get you to do that. Maybe that's a mirror behind those people. Maybe it's an issue with like mirroring here, mirroring each other, where if like one person stops communicating, the other person mirrors that back to them and doesn't communicate, and then it's an issue for somebody, but like you could respond and be like, well, you don't do that either, kind of a situation like that. Or if like somebody's like feeling jealous about something, they'll just respond by mirroring that back to them, like, okay, well, I'm gonna go do the same thing. Are you okay with that? No, I'm not okay with that. Okay, well then why is it okay for you and not okay for me? A situation like that. I don't know if I said this already, but I'm getting the traveling. Somebody could have to travel to go see somebody. Competition. Okay, so there's competition here. Maybe between an ex and a new person. You could be aware of this competition or not even aware of it at all. It says Mars and Leo, some more fire. It says someone is trying to take your title, competing for your love. Jealousy is provoking a competitive behavior. Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about that, weren't we? And I do feel like there's this person in the background trying to stir up shit on purpose. It makes them feel like they still have some sort of control or power, or that somebody still cares about them if they can get everybody all riled up. Somebody literally could have gotten in a physical fight, or there could be something that has to do with like physical contact in a fighting way. Like, see, she has a boxing glove on there. Somebody could get jealous and like try to fight people, or somebody has put their hands on somebody because of jealousy. Because this kind of a passion, I feel like, makes you react in ways you wouldn't normally react. Or somebody's just really controlling. Somebody could be a boxer or like compete professionally. Or somebody just is in the energy of like there's no competition. Like they're always going to be the winner. They're always going to be the champion. Like you cannot compete with me. Like why even try this stirring up the shit? Like, it's not going to work. I'm going to be with this person. Like, we see what you're trying to do. You're trying to break it up. Because I feel like for both people involved in this, the new, whatever that is, there has been like a change in fortune or luck here. Like, since this person's been in your life. Or maybe you came from a place where it was like this before. Now we have Mars and Capricorn. There you are. It says the price. Using money to buy love. Paying for fantasy fulfillment. Using sex appeal for material or social benefit. This is somebody who, spoils, buys lots of gifts. This also could be a stripper, a dancer, an exotic dancer, just a pole dancer, do pole exercising. This is somebody who is competitive, maybe like financially competitive, like they can provide better, or they're a better provider. This also could be somebody who is doing exactly what it says, paying for sexual favors. And I feel like I need to say this, I don't know why. That is for people who probably suspect it or know what's going on. Like, don't think that because I say this is happening, like, always take what resonates. But somebody out there feels that way, that somebody is paying for their fantasies or like online, fetishes or something like that. And this could just be somebody who's a very sexy person who moves up, like that Capricorn energy, that 10th house energy. They move up in status because of who they are, as far as they attract success, successful people, wealthy people, high status people, emperor type energy. So it's like a social climber because of just the energy that they carry. This person could be very flexible, could be into yoga, a gymnast. This person could wear a lot of like workout clothes, sports bras, yoga gear. A bunch just came out. I'm going to take the one that's face down first. It says Mars and Pisces. This says fuck buddies, friends with benefits, a secret, casual sex relationship, only desires physical connections. So this could have started out as a secret. This could be some sort of same-sex secret. This could be somebody who has like people that they sleep with on the side, or a bunch of people. Only desires physical connection. This is someone who, I'm feeling strongly, this is how it started. It was like some sort of like having sex secretly, because there's just too much passion here for me to say only desires physical connections. This just could be a fear of somebody, feeling like somebody is having sex with a lot of people because they just ooze that, they attract that. Then we have insatiable. It says Mars in Scorpio, big appetite. They can't get enough of you, all night filled with sex and pleasure. Again, I'm drawn to this woman's skin. It's glowy, suntan, golden glowy kiss skin. This is somebody you just can't get enough of. I'm feeling like that's what brought you together, though. There was some sort of like passionate chemistry that just is undeniable and pulled you together. This could have been something from the past too, where like this is just what it was and it turned into a relationship. I think I might have said that in the beginning. But Yeah, it turned into this. Yeah, I did. There was like the risk and then what made sense. This may have been somebody who had no intention of being in a relationship, and then you guys had sex and here you are in a relationship. And now they just can't get enough of you. Then we have toxicity here. It says Mars in Taurus. Make up to break up. So there could be a lot of fighting because of all this passion and jealousy that's coming up because of all the passion that's here. So it's bringing up like insecurity or feelings of like they're like this with everyone. You know, you get into that fear mindset of like every connection they have is like the one you have with them, and that's just not the case. I'm getting somebody who's like blowing a lot of smoke up someone's ass here. It says uses sex as a manipulative tool and all give, no take. This also could be somebody who feels like they're given way more than the other person. And they don't get anything in return. Somebody's a pain in the neck to somebody else. Mars in Sagittarius, it says surrendering to passion, experiencing new levels of sexuality, and giving into love. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Somebody gave in to the passion and the feelings instead of what made sense. Fire, Mars in Leo. It says spontaneous sex, quick sex, sex that keeps you thinking about it. Fire. Somebody lit a spark in somebody, okay? Somebody like brought somebody back to life, made life exciting again. They feel like they've had, you know, things have changed since they've come into their life. You could be somebody who could like have sex for a really long time, and with this person like you get off really quickly, which isn't normal for you. I'm getting like this is a kind of energy you're just not going to be able to get them out of your head. I'm also feeling like if you have not had sex with this person yet, you still can't get them out of your head just thinking about what it would be like with them. And maybe you're going to surrender and just take that chance and go towards this person. Is this all Mars? Guys, every card out here right now is Mars energy, okay? Sex, passion, war, fire energy, okay? Somebody may have strong Aries in their chart. So you could be like a Libra rising, and somebody with a lot of Aries in their chart, like that's your polar opposite, okay? So they're going to bring out a side of you you've never felt before. But you could also butt heads. But you just can't get enough. Somebody here just could be addicted to like the thrill. Like they are not happy if life is boring. Like they always need something to do, somewhere to go, somewhere to be, something to talk about, some excitement in their day. And the other person could just be really good with routine. So this person's like exciting because they're just so different from you, but it feels scary because they're so different from you. I'm getting a pain in like my shoulders now. I'm getting Aquarius again too. This woman has stars on her nipples. There's something here about the body. I just heard it's because somebody has somebody all bent out of shape. boy. This feels like two very strong personalities to me. We have Mars and Scorpio, obsession, unhealthy attachment, sexually addicted to you, attraction has become an obsession, possibly spying. I mean, what else do I need to say there? We got creepers gonna creep showed up. I mean, I ran him over. Then we have expectations. This is Venus in Virgo. And it says differences in expectations, unrealistic expectations, sexual needs not being met. So this could just be two different people who expect two totally different things from a relationship. So there's a lot of that butting heads. Somebody here, you know, I always feel like with this crown on the head, like somebody just has like an entitlement energy with this card to me. That's just always how I feel. Like there's some sort of entitlement. Somebody here feels entitled and it's causing problems. And then we have another Venus in Leo. So you could be dealing with someone with Leo, because I feel like we had Leo twice, 3 times. The flow, going with the flow, sex with no expectations, carefree attitude towards sex. So I think somebody went into it with that, and here's a mirroring thing too. Like one person has these expectations and this entitlement, and the other person has no expectations, okay? So there's that butting of energies, but I'm feeling like somebody went into it with this, like I'm just gonna have sex with this person, they're so sexy, like I just want to sleep with them, and then they got flooded with emotions. It woke something up in them. And then they just are obsessed with that feeling and they love that, and they've never felt that before with anyone else, so they just, it's like a drug, they just want it over and over and over. Am I going to pull any more from this? Where are we at? 47? I'll do one more. So those are our first two Venuses, so Leo and Virgo. You could be dealing with two people where one person has this kind of attitude, you know, where they feel entitled. They could come from money, or they expect things to be this certain way, this and that. And the other person is just like the energy, like it's so different. Like they're just fine with whatever. They just go with the flow. They don't cause any drama, problems, issues. They're just kind of there floating with you, and it's so different than what you're used to, because this energy feels like go, 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 push, 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 push. Very, you know, like nitpicky and detailed, and it's like, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you get this done? Did you do this? And the other person's like, nah, I just didn't feel like it. And they're like, what do you mean you didn't feel like it? I don't feel like doing a lot of things and I have to do this. And they're like, yeah, well, I didn't feel like doing it today. I wasn't in the mood. And they're just like, what? Like they're just not used to that. Like this person feels like somebody has to really, really work hard and feels entitled. And this person just gets whatever they want, and it's just didn't feel like it today. I wasn't in the mood today, or which is so different than this other person here. So one person could have a lot of earth in their chart, and this other person could have a lot of water, and they go well together, but they're very different. So they balance each other out, because the one brings the stability and the other one brings flow. One last pass with this deck. All right, let's get on to the twin flame shadows. If you guys are still here, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I feel dread now. Like, I feel like this is such a good reading, and I just am like dreading what's going to come out of this deck now. All right, let's see what's going on in the shadows for my Capricorns. Unstable. So there's an ending about something here, and has somebody, Capricorn, you'll know who, feeling very emotional, unstable, or somebody could just be going through a lot of emotions and feeling unstable, a little depressed, emotional, they're not expressing their emotions, so they could be having some sort of emotional outburst. And then we have lust. This almost feels like a Capricorn energy to me, like an unstable lust. What else do we have here? Or they just, somebody feels so unstable about a connection because this person just pulls them in. Like, I'm just feeling like somebody feels like somebody's a drug to them, or there's something toxic about them, or addictive about them, or like somebody feels like they're under somebody's spell. I don't know why. Yeah, and then when we have this card here with fire, with the candle lit, somebody could be doing some sort of ritual, sexual magic. Somebody could also just be going through a lot of changes, and they're really lusting after you, but they maybe don't feel ready or prepared. Yeah, non-action. They just don't feel ready for this. Like, that's why there's this risk here, okay? So if you're wondering why, I'm feeling like this is why. Somebody's going through something and they're feeling unstable, but they're really lusting after this passion, but there's non-action because they just don't feel, they're going through this transformation. Maybe it was with this person in the past. And if you have moved into a connection with somebody already, I'm getting that some of you are working through this while in a new relationship or partnership, but you're not communicating these emotions and stuff that are coming up that you're trying to heal from, the past from, while in this new connection. So it's causing problems because there's no communication about that. Maybe some of you are feeling like you moved into something too quickly, you weren't ready yet. Or some of you just feel like it's not the time yet and you feel stuck. Or you're just going through a transformation and feeling emotional with all this stuff going on. I'm getting somebody here feels like they're not good enough or not man enough. We have excuses, misguided, and forceful. Maybe somebody feels like somebody lied to them and misled them and almost forced them into something, or that they always make excuses for what's going on but not really addressing what's really going on underneath the surface out of fear. Oh, excuse me, just released all that pressure in here. So you'll know how that resonates for you guys. Doubt on the bottom. With all this energy with the Capricorn and Cancer and the polars and everything going on in Capricorn and lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, and I mean, it just could have some of you guys just, and Mercury in retrograde and all the planets in retrograde, like pretty much all of them. It could just have some people doubting some things. Okay? And I'm just feeling like this too shall pass. Like, I need to say that. Let's get into these twin flame messages. So funny how sometimes one deck doesn't want to talk and the other one will. Or like it'll just spit one card out and nothing else, and then the other one has a lot to say. All of a sudden I'm feeling short of breath. Like somebody feels like they can't breathe, or they're anxious or nervous, or they could be dealing with an issue with somebody in the background, like a stalker or creeper. Creeper's gone creep. And they're feeling unstable and not prepared to move forward into this connection because they're still like in a transition between dealing with this past lingering creep. I'm getting like this swinging back and forth energy. Like it could be feeling like with this unstable, like one day it seems great, the next day it seems not. One day it seems good, the next day it's not. Like it just doesn't feel like it's balanced out yet. Like I'm getting good days and bad days. Some of you might feel like you're in a relationship with two different people. Like I'm getting moody, like a moody person, a moony person. Okay, see, it's funny how I felt that energy from this deck when I picked it up to tell you guys that sometimes they don't talk because this thing does not want to talk. We have, even though I don't show it, I'm sorry for things even though I don't show it, I am sorry for how things went between us. I've thought about reaching out to you, but then I stopped myself. This inaction we got going on. I'm afraid to take that next step right now. I'm still haunted by my actions. It's really hard for me to open up. I keep comparing others to you. I feel a special bond with you that I have never felt before. It really was me, not you. I just got caught up in the moment. And I can't take this anymore. You'll know how they resonate for you, if they're like things you want to hear from your current person, if they're things that you want to hear from someone in the past that you may never want to hear, or some closure you need. You guys will know how it resonates for you. Let's see what else wants to come out from this deck. I would say overall, Capricorn, this feels pretty good. It's positive. I just think there's some stuff from the past that's being resolved still. Oh, there's one that's flipped over in here. I just saw it. Way at, way at, way at, way at. There you go. There you go. Oh my God, where did it go? It might be easier to do it this way. Hold on. There it is. Our connection still affects me. I'm as cold as ice. Somebody could ice somebody out. Don't faze me. Really inside there. Unstable AF. Anything else for Capricorn? I miss you regardless of how things seem. I know I screwed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it. I'm in a much better headspace now. Oh, I can't believe I just wrecked that card with the wheel. I just wasn't ready for you. I feel badly for the way that I treated you. You didn't deserve that. I need more time to figure things out. One more pass. All right, Capricorn, guys, I love you. This is great. And listen, if you're still here and you haven't subscribed, please do. Please give this video a thumbs up so that you can be first next time. Okay, I support you guys for supporting me, and I appreciate it, and I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.